What's up guys, it's me Jeremy, and finally after a few long months I can say, welcome to Season 5. Patch 5.1 was a pretty big one, so I'm here to give you the rundown and analysis on just the major changes that you need to understand for this patch. I'll be going over only the major changes just to keep it short, so let's get started. The first and definitely most important thing for you guys to know is that the ranked reset is on January 21st, 21. So get ready for that new season of competitive ranked play. And jumping into the changes, Riot has completely removed the input buffering that you can do while you are crowd controlled. This will allow you to now actually chain crowd control a target without them actually being able to get off anything like flash or cast an ability. Honestly, this change is massive. Holy cow. This flat out removes a major mechanic that was a big part of the game, and this will really change the dynamic of crowd control at the highest level, and it's a significant buff to any champion with hard CC. I'm very happy with this change honestly, as input buffering was a clunky and honestly kind of an unfair mechanic and made it possible to outplay crowd control, which by its very nature was kind of silly. In addition, Riot also reduced the number of soft resets a jungle camp can do down to 5 instead of 10. This makes it basically impossible to kite the jungle camps now, and as that mechanic was also a little bit silly, it's a pretty good change, but is overall a nerf to ranged junglers. For champion changes, it's nothing too exciting, just a decent Rek'Sai nerf as expected, and some minor changes here and there. One thing they did add was base gates on the edge of the base where only the defending team can walk through them, both ways, and the opposing team cannot. This is honestly a ginormous improvement to defense, and a huge buff to defensive base champions. If you think about it, the plays you can make with this wall can get really strong. You can go over the wall and poke or skirmish a bit and then just back up and kite behind the wall. It's like having an Azir ultimate in your base. Expect defending teams to try to fight around the wall a lot, as it's now a huge strategical advantage. Smite was changed to where it's now based on a charge system and you store 2 charges, and each charge is on a 15-second cooldown, but it takes 75 seconds to get a charge. This is a pretty nice change and should stop some of those, oh we can't do Baron because our jungler accidentally smited Wraiths, kind of plays that happen more frequently than you might think. So overall a pretty cool quality of life change, and those are always nice to see. I just wanted to point this one out since I think it is pretty significant. And then we have the changes to trinkets, and those are also extremely significant too. The warding totem and sweeping lens being upgraded only cost 250 gold now, as well as increasing the cooldown of the upgraded sweeper lens and lowering the cooldown of the upgraded warding totems are overall a really big change, and I would expect to see a ton of upgraded warding totems now. And people really only picking up one max upgraded sweeper on their team, or using it only when against stealth champions. The nerf to the upgraded sweeper is an indirect buff to stealth champions, but more people will now have pink warding totems, so it probably balances out overall to an overall nerf to those stealth champions. And I'd honestly start to expect supports to pick up the pink warding totem at a pretty decent frequency now, since they would be buying more than 3 pink wards in a game easily, so it's going to help them out quite a bit on gold actually. And honestly, the warding totem upgrades are extremely strong after this change, and are definitely something you want to consider picking up in your games. And let's close out the rundown by talking about the new item, Zerot Portal. I guess that's how you say it. It's a solid tank item with the goal of helping push down towers. However, the stats are quite poor for the cost, and it caps out at a pretty abysmal gold efficiency of about 84%, which is honestly just plain garbage. It's terrible. While the active is cool, it's not hugely impactful from what I would expect, so for this item, now at least it probably won't be that good, although there may be some cheese strategies involving it since it does last for quite a long time, so it can hold some value. We'll have to wait and see on this one. My name is Jeremy, and that's it for my video on the major changes in patch 5.1. Welcome to Season 5, everybody. Be sure to check me out over at twitch.tv/Jeremy_GamingCurios. Stay connected at facebook.com/GamingCurios. Tweet me at GamingCurios. Drop a like, share this video, and make sure to subscribe for some more awesome content in the future. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.